Weguk post of the week. So, Weguk post of the week. Today's topic is, what's something that Korea does better than your home country? This was posted on a social media website.
Okay.
And a lot of people chimed in, and there's a lot of commenters that chimed in also. David, can you get us started?
All right, so the first commenter said, from the American and Canadian perspective, public transportation, national health insurance, CCTV, and lost items return system, I suppose, is something that Korea does better than America and Canada. I would have to agree. What do you have to say?
I will say, let's break it down. Let's start with public transportation. It's not even a race. It's like Usain Bolt.
There's no competition.
There's no competition. Like it's so ridiculous how well organized and well ran the public transportation.
They're
here.
all interconnected as well.
The public transportation 10 years ago when I came is probably still better than where Toronto, Canada is now.
Yeah, even probably all the other cities.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
Even then.
When I tell my friends we don't need Wi-Fi on the train. Like we can use just normal cell phone and we have Wi-Fi. They're like, whoa, right? And I'm like, this is 10 years ago, right?
You have Wi-Fi in the subway too.
Subway, that's what I mean, on the subway, underground, right?
In buses too.
Right, in Canada.
Moving buses.
In Canada, if anyone from Toronto is watching, from Warden Station to VP, there's like a 30-second when you're kind of outside, and everyone pulls out their phones, sends messages, because they only got 30 seconds. Quick phone calls, everything, right?
Really?
It's like in Stone Ages.
Oh man,
right?
That's funny, yeah.
Right.
All right, what about healthcare?
Healthcare, I'll say this. My brother needed a procedure in Canada. This is Canada, this is not America. This is Canada. Free national healthcare. He had to see a doctor. He made an appointment. This was in August. The first available appointment was November. It's completely normal to wait months for a simple doctor's appointment. It's getting so bad that people are starting to pass away from treatable illnesses because they can't see a doctor.
Yeah.
And God forbid you live in a rural part of Canada where there are literally no doctors, right? It's a very bad situation. In Korea, man, I needed some procedures and I'm thinking I'm gonna have to wait weeks. She's like, is tomorrow okay? She's like, I'm so sorry, we can't do it today, but we can do it tomorrow. I'm like, tomorrow's fine, right? And that Bali system that we love and hate at the same time.
For sure.
Yeah.
I just wish I knew how much it would cost for a foreigner without national health insurance here in Korea, so they can kind of compare. But when it comes to wait times, for sure, Korea is so much faster.
Right.
I remember I needed to get a MRI scan. I don't know how long it'll take in Canada.
Back, right?
Yeah, it took me. Well, I got it done within the week.
Crazy.
Within the week, and they said it was busy. They're like, we're busy. I'm like, how busy? Well, you might have to wait 3 days. That's how busy Korea is when it comes to these busy schedules. Usually, you can get things done on the day of.
Right. And walking in. This is walking in.
Walk-in clinics in Korea is literally walk in, you get it done and done.
Right.
Hospitals too. It's like walk-in hospitals. But in Canada, I think they have the work-life balance is. The life balance is way over the scale. Like they just.
No, if you need a doctor's appointment, you're waiting a very long time. And you have to go to the emergency room, you're waiting 4, 8, 12 hours, depending on what it is.
We've seen movies and people walk in with bleeding arms. They're like, I need to get my services. Sorry, you have to wait in line. There's other people
in front of you. Right, right. So, but yeah, and the CCTV, we already know about that. And getting things back. And things not getting stolen. It's fantastic.
All right, let's move on to our second comment.
Okay.
Someone said fresh food. I thought this was kind of interesting because I thought fresh food is available pretty much any country you go to.
I think in Korea it's better just for the fact that it's normal for, especially the ajumas and the older people, they go to the mart every day because they can walk there. Where in Canada and America, we're a driving society where we drive to the grocery store maybe once a week or bi-weekly. but they walk to the mart every day, so they're buying just for that day.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Right? So the stores have to cater to people coming every day for fresh ingredients, right? So they focus on that. Where in America, they need things to survive, to last for the week or for the month.
I guess this has something to do with the logistics as well. Because Korea is a much smaller, geographically smaller country. You can have people, you will have marts in like, multiple marts in like a square kilometer of an area. Whereas in Canada, you have one mart in couple square kilometers of an area.
Right.
So everyone has to drive there and back, and you might as well just go to Costco and stock up. That's what Canadians do.
Right.
Yeah.
I will say this though, buying fruits, so much more expensive in Korea.
Oh, fruits.
Oh man.
Fruits too. Same with steak.
Yeah, beef and
fruits.
And fruits, bro. I saw a watermelon for $50 the other day, man.
But you know, they taste good.
Yeah, but not $50 worth of good,
Dude,
man.
I had watermelons in Canada. They taste like just water. They literally taste like water.
Okay, but $50 worth?
But the ones I paid were $30. They were really good. Maybe you got ripped off.
I wasn't buying it, so it wasn't gonna happen.
Okay. Yeah, but like mangoes, oranges, ridiculous here. Too expensive.
I couldn't find an apple mango here. Anyway, don't get me started.
All right, let's move on to our next one.
Okay.
Free water at every restaurant with no tipping.
This person has to be from Europe.
Europe?
Yeah, because some places in Europe, like in Netherlands, and they charge for water at the restaurants, and you gotta pay for the bathroom.
But I heard tipping is only an American culture, like a North American culture. But I guess this person was complaining because they
maybe this person traveled and said Korea and England and Europe. I don't know.
Okay, maybe the person got confused.
Right, but
yeah, Canada, Canada has the tipping culture for sure. But
terrible.
I don't remember if I had to pay for water.
Water's free.
Yeah.
Water in the bathroom is free, but so let's set it straight. In Canada and America, water is free, but you're tipping.
Yeah.
In parts of Europe, I don't think you have to tip.
Yeah.
But you're paying for the bathroom.
Yeah, bathroom. I heard.
And you're paying for water.
I've seen pictures and stuff and videos of people posting on social media where they had to pay for the bathroom, like 25 cents or $1 or something like that.
Right.
Yes.
In Korea, you're getting unlimited banchan. You're not paying any tips.
But I was thinking about paying to use the bathroom. Kind of. I never thought it was a bad thing.
Really?
I thought it could be a good thing.
Why?
So people can be more. Because sometimes the bathrooms are so dirty and so stinky. Right? Because it's free, they just
abuse it.
Piss everywhere.
Abuse it, yeah.
Abuse it, there's water everywhere. There's
Right.
some people, wash their feet in the sink. Some people even wash their hair in the sink. I've seen that.
Right.
But if they have to pay for it.
What, are they gonna be cleaner because they have to pay for it?
Yeah, I think so. Like when you have to, so let's say you're getting free food, you might have extra food because it's free.
I see what you're saying, okay.
But if you have to pay for it, you're just gonna buy your own portion, right?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So if you have to pay for toilet paper, pay for bathrooms and stuff, like if it's like an ideal city that I could build,
right.
I would definitely charge people to use my bathrooms.
I'll say this, Korean bathrooms, they're free, but you might need to bring your own toilet paper. All right, but it still happens every now and then where it's like, you gotta, bro, sometimes, no, honestly, it's embarrassing. Like, you gotta oh man, no toilet paper?
Yeah.
I gotta sneak in the girls' bathroom real quick, make sure it's empty, because there's always some in there, right? So, yeah, you gotta be careful for that one.
All right, so very interesting comment. Next one, school free lunch.
Love this in Korea.
So what do you have to say about this? School free lunch.
Okay,
school free or no? School free lunch at schools.
Free lunch at schools.
Okay.
Right. So I worked in the elementary school system, and I asked, I'm like, how much do the students pay for lunch? They're like, it's free. And I'm like, that's amazing. Quick story, when I was in elementary school, grade 3, this was years ago, I never liked, you have to bring your own lunch. And I hate cold food. When I was young, I hated cold food. And there wasn't any microwaves. So even when my mom would make an amazing meal, I'm not eating cold oxtail and rice and peas, right? I'm not eating cold Jamaican food. My mom would write a note saying, Ade is allowed to go out for lunch from now to the end of the year. and my dad will give me $10 from Monday to Thursday and $5 on Friday. And I would go out for lunch. There's a McDonald's around the corner, and I would have to manage my money every day and buy lunch outside, just because obviously there was no school lunch and there was no microwave. So that's what I had to do.
You had no microwave at school?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I went to ones with lots of microwaves.
Oh, your little snobby school in Ottawa might have had we didn't have no microwaves, man.
We had cafeterias too.
We didn't have a cafeteria in my elementary school.
Oh, okay.
We ate in the
Maybe
classroom.
it all depends on the neighborhood.
Right, I don't know. And then in high school, they had microwaves, but then you didn't want to bring a lunch or you forget to bring a lunch. And the food was terrible that they served there. And you had to pay for it. It was terrible. And I was an athlete. One teacher was actually worried about me. And she started making me lunch and bringing lunch to me, right? And then the other students started snitching on me. And then she's like, oh, I gotta stop because they're getting mad. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. I know schools here, they give you free lunch now, but not all schools had free lunch until recently.
Oh, really?
Because I remember doing some news readings about this. They had free lunch for select schools, and then they started implementing more policy, more budget towards these schools so that all schools in Busan or Seoul could have free lunch. So this is actually really good for the kids, especially
100%.
Especially for kids in the lower income area.
Sure.
So yeah, I like that. Let's move on to our next bit of news.
So last one, I think.
Okay, I don't really get this comment. 24-hour beer, late night parties.
Oh, I get it.
I'm guessing like party all day long. Right?
24-hour beer. David, you're Canadian, right? Can you go buy a beer 3 in the morning?
3 in the morning?
Can you go buy a beer?
You can't. Everything closes at like 10 p.m.
Right. And then
LCBO closes
exactly.
at 9:30 or 10 p.m.
But in Korea, you can buy beer anywhere. In America too, but in Canada, you have to buy beer and liquor at a certain government store.
So this is only for like Canada, really?
It's only for Canada. And the late night parties, we have last call.
Yeah, and then drinks are only served at like 2 a.m. or something like that.
That's last call, right?
Yeah.
But in Korea, you could be drinking till the moon comes up, till the sun comes up. Right.
Yeah. At the same time, in the North America, maybe in Europe as well, they have the house party culture.
Right.
Whereas Korea doesn't have a house party culture. It's
That
more
is
just
true.
an outside thing.
That is true.
So there's a
Right.
pros and cons to it. But yeah, 24-hour, convenience stores and access to that, I like that because you can go down and buy whatever you want in the middle of the night.
Why do foreigners always hang out at the CU? I've never done it. I've never like sat.
Oh, like the patios outside. Yeah. I heard. Yeah, a lot of expats here do that. Buy food.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, but definitely not my style. But hey, I get it.
Yeah, when I'm out to drink or whatever, I would like to go to a nice place to drink. Not a nice, like fancy. It doesn't have to be, but I want to be in a venue where I can listen to music, chill.
You want to enjoy your weekend.
Yeah. If I'm gonna be drinking at a convenience store, I might as well just drink at home.
All right.
Okay,
and that is our Weigug post of the week, and that concludes our show. So, did we miss something? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What is something that you think we should talk about on this show?
Yeah, what's something that you've experienced or you want to know about Busan, South Korea, Seoul, whatever? Let us know in the comments.
All right. Thank you.